Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome in to Studio Live today and Songtember 2025. And I know what you're thinking. It's not September yet. Pete, what happened? What did I miss? Did I miss a meeting? Well, no, we are now here in August. But guess what? It is a mere 24 days until we have our big kickoff launch party. And because it comes around so fast, I thought, why not do a little bit of early preparation? Why not get ourselves ready for Songtember 2025? But the first question you may have, if you haven't been around here before, is what the heckaroonie is Songtember? Well, Songtember is something we've done now for 6 years. This is year number 7. We started in 2019, and it's a song in a month challenge. So Songtember is all about helping you create, record, and release a song all within the month of September. It creates a bit of what I call positive time pressure, which means that for those of us that don't have the greatest organization skills, or maybe you've got a bunch of quarter, half, three-quarter, 9/10 finished songs, this is your opportunity to finish a song, to get a song started, to record it, to release it, and to share it with the community. We then top it all off with a big Songtember end of the month thing where we get together and listen to everyone's songs. It's a rad old time. And the good thing is too, that I'm here to help you. And so is the whole community. So whether you're on Facebook or on the Discord server, here in the YouTube chat, the new YouTube community, where you can actually post on the YouTube channel here on Studio Live today, you can be involved. And all you need to do to be involved is say, yep, I'm in. So if you watch no more of this video apart from this, you now know what Songtember is. And all I want you to do is leave me a comment on this video. Say, I'm in, or yep, Johns, or 10-4, good buddy, or whatever you would like to say. Even different languages is fine too. I just want to know who's going to be part of this Song in a Month challenge. And look, some of you already make songs every month. Some of you make songs multiple times a month. Some are like me and haven't released a song since the one you heard in the intro there, my song Learn from last Songtember. So whatever sort of creator you are, this is your opportunity to have that one song. And the great thing about it is that you can look back. It's like a time capsule. My first song, and we'll play a few of these as we go through, was in 2019. It was called Hold On. It was done completely in GarageBand. It was on my iPad Air 2. The technology, I couldn't live stream very effectively. There was a lot of different things. Things have changed over the times. And right up to last year's song, Learn, which was absolutely awesome, all done in Logic Pro for iPad. I've learnt, I've got a lot to learn, but I've learned a lot over the last 7 years of doing this. And I think many of you have. It's been, the best part of it has been actually watching you folks just create, record, and release and develop your skills. Now, there's a website, because of course there is. If you go to studiolivetoday.com/Songtember, you can go to this website here. It's all ready to go for you. It kicks off with our big launch party on the 30th or 31st of August. So if you click on that one, if you're over there on the webpage, you can go there right now and you can set yourself a reminder. Hit this little notify me button and that will notify you. So you can see there the album covers for the last 6 songs. And of course, the big question mark about what this year's song is going to be. There's other resources that you'll find on there. You can join the Discord, you can join the Facebook group, follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and it's got a little bit of information there about what Songtember is, some of our wonderful moderators and friends of Songtember. And we'll go through the rules in just a little while, so we'll get to that in a jiffy. But I wanted to say g'day, because we've got folks watching on the replay. Hello to you. I wanted to make sure all the information was there up front. And we've got some folks watching this live, because this is a special live edition of this week's podcast of the Studio Live Today podcast. Let's say g'day to all the fine folks who are here. Sylvie Drapeau. And Sylvie's showing you how it's done. Because what you need to do is exactly what Sylvie's done there. Put hashtag Songtember in everything you do. So if you're sharing on Instagram, if you're sharing on Facebook, if you're sharing on slaps.com, your demos of your songs, if you're leaving comments, put hashtag Songtember, because you can be sure that this guy is checking hashtag Songtember every day. And we do live streams throughout the month. And who knows, we could be checking in with you on your song. G'day, GarageBand cover. Hello to our wonderful moderator, Mr. Thomas Christ. Tommy Transplant is here. Might be the first Songtember once I figure out what it is. Yes, You've probably already got it now. You would have got the info at this point. G'day, Al Davis. The wonderful Frank Turzo is here as well. Yes, Songtember for the win. Mark Bro, who's done a few Songtembers, of course, has been around. So has Jenny Jolivet and husband Ron, the amazing Wolfstone Studio. Tremor Bear. Tremor Bear's been hanging around for a couple of years. He knows what Songtember is all about as well. Mr. Joel Crouch, hopefully we'll have some contributions from you. G'day, The Dover Affair. Hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from you in a while. Always good to see folks around. Hello, Miss Stephanie. Lovely to see you here. As always, we've got Pincus in the house. Greg Pincus, thank you for being here. G'day, Hugh Caldwell. Not Hall Caldwell, that's a different guy. I don't know. Thank you very much, Frank Turzo, for the kind donation. I appreciate the super chat. If you'd like to donate, like to become a patron, like to become a member, Thomas has thrown all the links and they're also down in the description down below because, Songtember is a time where I kind of abandon the usual stuff. I'm not doing a bunch of tutorials and all the rest of it because I'm focused in on creating, recording and releasing that one song. There's the link to the launch party. Set your reminders now and make sure you join us for that one. G'day to you, DJ Big Red. Great to see you here on the show as well. Have I grabbed everyone? Paws and Guitars is here. G'day, Paws and Guitars. Nick's Mountain Goat Productions. Yes, let's go with another Songtember. It's my favourite time. It's like Christmas for the home recording community. And I know that Frank is excited and he'll be very supportive. He's got the Community Pulse show, don't forget. And he'll no doubt talk about you and your Songtember creations throughout the month, as well as will Jade Starr and Thomas Christ. It's all just a big party atmosphere around here for the whole month of Songtember. So last year was pretty big, and if you want to find out what happened last year, if you're like, hey, I'm interested, I'm keen, but I wonder what actually goes down. Well, you can relive the highlights, the lowlights, the all-lights of last year's Songtember, because right here on the Songtember webpage, I've got the 2024 and the 2023 playlist. I do have playlists all the way back to 2019. Some of those are a wee bit embarrassing, but they're there if you want to go check them out. So if you'd like to revisit 2024, just follow that link, and there you go. You can have this exact same show that we had, get ready for Songtember. We then had our big launch parties there with Thomas and with Jade. There was a Community Pulse that we threw in there where we talked Songtember as well, and then all of my demo recordings and generating ideas, recording guitars and bass and vocals, writing song lyrics, exploring the song structure, multi-tracking drums, the wonderful Jade Starr providing her drums for the song last year, as she has the last 3 years, I believe. The full-on recording session, so the final recording, final mix, creating album art, releasing, and then, of course, the lyric video. And then the final things there in the playlist, if you just want to hear and see what people created, all you need to do is go to those ones. So part 1 there and part 2, because Mark Bro, one of our wonderful moderators, had the excellent idea, if I do say so, of splitting it up. So we had our one show, which was specifically for our European and UK friends, that was at a nice, friendly time for them. And then our second Your Music Live was the next morning. So, yep, John's had to be up late, get some sleep, and then get up early the next day and do the second part of the show. But it worked really well because it meant that the folks that were in the UK and Europe didn't have to wait up till 2 a.m. to hear their song and have their song played. Joel Crouch is all coffeeed up. I'm going to get myself a little coffee. This is from my old school retro mug, but I've got my water in the brand new mug. And if you want to get yourself ready for Songtember, you can go ahead and do this. You can buy yourself a mug, because the Studio Live Today classic black with the white logo mugs are available in 2 sizes, 11 ounce and 15 ounce. So if you want to make sure you're heavily or at least sufficiently caffeinated for the entire month. You can go ahead and order your mug now. And with Fourth Wall, our new supplier, it should be with you in time. You can also grab this, the classic Studio Live Today t-shirt, if you so desire. I promise you that these are good quality. I shopped around and I set these up with Fourth Wall. Thank you to Gary Hubbs, again, friend of the show and friend of Songtember, who put me on the Fourth Wall. They definitely have a lot higher quality t-shirts and mugs than the place that shall not be named. If you'd like to check out everyone, we've got Jade Star Music, of course, there. We have the Leelaverse, of another friend of Songtember, and of course, Thomas Christ. So if you want to follow along, you can do that. And all of those are over at the website as well. If you didn't grab those links, studiolivetoday.com/Songtember is going to be your one-stop shop, so you don't miss a thing. A classy cup. Has yours arrived yet, Sylvie? I know you ordered the smaller version. Let us know if that has arrived. You would totally wear that? Well, I wear mine with pride. No one really asked me what it is. And I think that that's a good thing, because at least it means that my logo looks somewhat professional. If people are like, oh, did you make that yourself? Is that some homemade thing? What's a Studio Live Today? You got it? Excellent. Well, that's good. I only asked because our poor friend Frank Terzo ordered the t-shirt from the previous supplier. And what was it, Frank? Nearly 4 months, I think. And I think Thomas Christ, you had the same problem. It was really not good. So Fourth Wall got it to me in Australia in 2 weeks, which is just ridiculous. So yeah, very, very cool stuff. So check out studiolivetoday.com/merch if you would like to do that. So you've heard the overview here now, and many of you already know all this, but some of you might be saying, is this a competition? How do I win? No, this is not a competition. This is the furthest thing from a competition, because my personal view and the view of a lot of folks in this community is that music should not be competitive. It shouldn't be a competition. There shouldn't be winners and losers. Music is subjective for starters. So to objectively say this song is better than this song, well, guess what? I think that Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Green Day, and The Offspring are better than any band that's sold millions of records or that's popular today. But that's not the view of everyone. It's called pop music because it's popular, and the pop music, in my opinion, is not always the best music. Anyway, old man rant aside, I wanted to create an environment where we are celebrating everyone's music. The only person you should be competing against is last year's you. And even then, you're not going to hit a home run every time. You're not going to... The progress of being a musician and being a songwriter and a creator isn't an even upward trajectory. You got sine waves, yeah? You got hills and valleys. So you'll have an absolute cracking song. You'll learn too much. You'll get up inside your own head, and then you'll create something because you're trying to EQ every single track and you're wondering why it doesn't sound good. And then you just let go and get loose and let the flow go, and then you go back up again. But you want that overall line, like the stock market, you want the overall line to go up despite the dips and the bumps along the way. So that's what we're here for. We're here for the community, and this is for everyone. It is every genre. It doesn't have to be, even though it's Songtember, it can be a piece. It can be an instrumental piece. You can do a cover if you want. It can be anything. Here's the point. I want to make sure that folks that maybe weren't going to be creating something in September end the month with something. And even if it's not finished, even if your Songtember at the end of it, you're so busy, all you have is a demo version on your phone, on your voice recorder, that's okay, because you've done something that you might not have done. And some of the joy, as folks were saying here in the chat, comes from seeing how others progress and getting ideas from what other people are doing and sharing. We've had a heap of collaborations as part of Songtember the last couple of years. So early on, everyone was just like, oh yeah, I'll do my song. The last couple of years, collaborations galore. Last year, Mars Capone played bass on my song. Jade Starr played the drums and mastered. And Mars even did a remix, which I would argue is cooler than my original version. The remix that he did of my song Learn. So, yeah, it is all just about the community. And if you think that if that's too hippy-dippy and too rah-rah for you, I'm sorry, but it's the way that I wanted this to be. There's enough things in life that are competitive, that are negative, that create drama, that create angst and tension. I wanted this to be one happy, collaborative party from start to finish. So that's the way we go around here. Yeah, if you're competitive on YouTube, you won't fit into the community. Exactly. It's about being supportive and sharing. Tom's going to have a go. Absolutely. Have a go indeed. I'll check out the deets my first time on your live. Like the sound of it. Very cool. Well, yeah, it is a good old time. I promise you. You'll get something out of it. Not everyone will get exactly the same experience, but that's part of it as well. Because everyone's creating different music in different... And that's the thing. People are like, oh, it's Pete Johns, must be garage band only. Nah, use whatever you want. Use Fruity Loops. We've got folks using Pro Tools, Logic Pro. We've got folks in Ableton creating. It really doesn't matter what you're using. You can create your song or create your piece of music and then share it. That is the cool part. So on the website, just to reiterate, how it all works. Create a new song completely in the month of September. You can use an idea from prior to September if you like. So again, because the rules are, there kind of are no rules. Last year I had a riff, and this year I'll probably do the same. So just to get started, I had a riff on my voice recorder that was just a do 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 do. That's all I had, and then we built a song around it. Finish your song or piece. I really must update that to song or piece of music, but you know what I mean. We kind of use song as the generic term for a piece of music, whether it's got lyrics or not, because technically song has to have lyrics, whereas piece of music or instrumental doesn't. So any genre, any length, instrumental or vocals, and have it finished and released by the 30th of September. We have a little bit of leeway there. Well, I have to work out. So I haven't done all the sums on exactly what the close-off date will be and when those final Your Music Live shows will actually be. They're normally the first Sunday in October, which, you know what, we could do this. We could do this on the fly, can't we? I have access to a calendar. Let's look at that. September, October. So it's going, okay, you're going to get a little bit of leeway here because it's the 28th of September. So the Your Music Live, the final Your Music Lives with all your Songtember songs will be on the 5th of October or the 6th of October, depending where you are in the world. You can simply release to SoundCloud or YouTube or release using a distributor. I recommend DistroKid, because of course I do, to release to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon, and others. I need to update that too. SoundCloud, I mean slaps.com. Let's just change that, and I'll update this page today. Because slaps.com, if you don't know, is similar to SoundCloud, but it is a whole lot better. And in fact, I think last year I actually shared my song for the first time on slaps.com. Let's just sign in here and go to me. And I'm pretty sure this is where I put it. I don't put out. Yeah, there it is. That was my original concept for my album artwork. I think that was just an AI image where I'm like, put a person looking frazzled because they're trying to learn something. Actually, no, that was Mars's, wasn't it? Of course. See, that's the Mars Capone epic remix of it. There's my original learn. I don't know what was going on with that album cover. But yeah, so that's, and again, you can put hashtag Songtember there. And if we come here to slaps.com, if we go to search, we can search hashtag Songtember, not Songtemner, Songtember. And it will hopefully, yeah, it'll find my previous Songtembers. There you've got Tremor Bear's Songtember songs. Not many people hashtag their Songtember songs. There you go, folks. Need better for hashtagging effort this year. Hashtag Songtember. So we'll celebrate with a special edition of Your Music Live devoted to just to Songtember tunes. Like this one from 2023, I'll update that one to the 2024, or you can use the playlist and the why. So finishing songs is a great way to not only get a sense of achievement, but to gain valuable experience and feedback through sharing your song with others. And once you complete and release your first song, you can use the experience and insights gained to continue making more songs. And the more music we have in the world, the better, which is something that I truly believe in, because a lot of folks are like, oh, I hear this criticism from folks in the music industry saying, it's the pool's been diluted. There's too many people making too much music in the world, and it's too easy to make music, and people are making average music and just putting it out there. I think that that's cool. I think that some people, and I've seen this happen, I've seen some people that have started creating and sharing music, and they might not be perfect, they might be a bit raw and rough around the edges, but because of the feedback they get, because they actually finish their songs and release them and put them out there to other people, they get feedback. So for me, it's been invaluable. I've learned that I'm not great at programming drums. Solution, Jade plays my drums now. I've learnt that I used to always mix my vocals too loud. Now I'm very careful and very conscious, almost to a fault. I think in the last couple of songs I've mixed my vocals too quietly because I'm paranoid about mixing them too loudly. So I wouldn't know that. If I'm just going about my business not finishing songs, I'm doing every single vocal too loud, or I'm playing all my drums in and they're sounding like crud. So actually sharing your music with the world is a great way to go. Yes, look around. The world needs more beauty, and music is beautiful. Absolutely. If you've got any questions, by the way, before we finish up here today, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this one. We have the big launch party coming up. This was really just to make sure that we explained what this is all about for folks who haven't created before or haven't been part of the community before. I wanted to make sure you knew exactly what it was and, more importantly, what it's not about, because the first questions I normally get every Songtember is, so is there a prize? What do I get if I win? And it's like, you might have missed the point of the whole thing. So it is very much about the community. You can join the Create, Record, Release Facebook group. You can go to the webpage, of course. You can hang out here on YouTube, and something's happening every day related to it. So usually GarageBand Weekly gets taken over by me actually creating music in either GarageBand or Logic Pro during Songtember. We still do the happy hour, but I usually do some Songtember specials for the happy hour where I play all of my older Songtember songs, and you can join in with that as well. And Instagram as well, hashtag Songtember. We don't use X anymore, but if you want to use X, again, more power to you. And you can always hit me up on email if you've got any questions, or if you've watched this and you're like, there's something I don't quite understand about this, Johns. I'm Pete at studiolivetoday.com. I don't bite, and I'll get back to you usually within a couple of days. Excuse me. You got the green one. The green one. Nice. FL Studio 2025. Yes, you can always use that as well. I collabed on a couple of shorts with a grandma drummer from Alaska. I love the ease of doing it these days. That's super cool. A grandma drummer from. I hope that's a grandma who drums, not someone who drums on a grandma, because that would be inappropriate, right? I have an unfinished melody, so have that as a beginning. Yeah, that's cool. Absolutely. Can I submit my album from 2012? Well, you can, but that's more of a submit that to Your Music Live and we'll play it thing. And we've had people do that too. It's like it's the 2nd of September and they're like, here's my Songtember song. I'm like, I don't think you created this in September. You might have missed a memo there. So unless, of course, you create a song all within one day, in which case, great. Job done. But it really is not a race. It's about the process, and it's about enjoying the process and the community as well. I haven't got anything recorded since then. Well, yeah, here's your chance. Here's your chance to record something. Yeah, and just one song. And that's the other thing. Some folks have done multiple songs in the past, but you need to have your one flagship, because we will play one of your songs on Your Music Live. If you want to do a second one or make an EP or butt off more than you can chew, like I've done in the past and others have done, then you're welcome to do that. But one flagship one is what we need. I know time absolutely flies by, doesn't it? Music is life. Yeah, it's like Danny from Ted Lasso. Music is life. I needed yeah, there you go. This is it. This is your motivation. This is what you need to get stuff done. Some of the best rock records have mistakes which add character. Absolutely. Yeah, it is. It's those Bob Ross happy little accidents that make things interesting, isn't it? Absolutely. Very cool stuff indeed. Sylvie says, I just don't care about what people think. I just make music and it's fun for me. And of course, my music will be different. And that's the thing. Subjective. There is someone for whom your style of music is their favorite, and there's some people who don't dig it. And it's why I always say, in the world of followers and likes and subscribers and all the rest of it, the number is not important. It's the quality of the people and it's the engagement of the people that's more important. So I would rather have 100 people listen to my music because they dig what I do and they like the style of music I create than 1,000 people give me a pity sub or a pity follow because they're like, oh, he's a nice guy. I hate his music. I won't ever listen to it, but I'll give him a pity sub. No, friends don't let friends pity sub to other people. There you go. Yes, you can go to createrecordrelease.com. That'll take you to the Facebook group. And I know, some of you will just immediately hear the word Facebook and it'll be like, oh, it's like razor blades because Facebook bad. But even if we've had people that have joined Facebook just so they can collaborate with folks or just so they can be part of these groups. You don't have to tell Auntie Doris you're on there. You don't have to listen to Uncle Ken's conspiracy theories. Just create a private account, join the cool music groups that we have there. It is a nice free-ish, yes, there's ads, free-ish kind of place where you can actually collaborate and you can share like links and you can share videos and you can share comments. And yeah, it's a cool community, I promise you. Good morning to you, Eric B. Thank you for being here. And if anyone hasn't already hit the thumbs up button, I'll have a drink from this Studio Live Today mug while you do so. So you didn't miss out on anything. Alrighty. Yeah, so thank you for all who have already hit like, and thank you to the two folks who just hit it because I reminded you to. Trevor Bear, I make most of my songs in a day or two. And look, some people do that. Some people have the time and the commitment and the motivation to just get it done. And other people like me like to procrastinate and like to sort of think about things and maybe spend too much time sometimes. And of course, for me, I don't. If I get it all done by the 7th of September, I don't have content for the month. So yeah, I do things sort of slowly. And you do get to be involved. So when I'm doing things like the songwriting and the instrumentation, I won't always listen to you. So please don't be offended if you say, this really needs bassoon, Johns. You really must get some bassoon in there. And I'm like, that's the worst idea I ever heard. I wouldn't say it like that, but I'd think it pretty loud. But no, it's I will take on suggestions, and you can provide your suggestions, Joe. Just don't be offended if I don't take them on board, because it's a hard thing to do. And at the end of the month, I want the song that I envisaged or that I wanted at the end of it. And over the 7 years, I've been pretty darn proud of what we've created here. Al Davis says, I started doing the 8-bar challenge, but ended up with an idea. I'm harvesting for Songtember. So that's a cool thing. Mark did something similar. He did a song, he did an 8-bar challenge, and then it turned into his latest full-length song. So there you go. Very cool. If they need AI, they could have a song ready every day. Look, I'm not going to specifically call it out, but okay, I will now because it's been put out there. Yeah, don't just go to Suno or Udio and put in a prompt and then send me that song, because it's good, but it's still, you can still hear it. You can still hear the AI vocals. They haven't fixed the horrible, compressed, artifacty vocal sound, overly auto-tuned and just overly generic and genre-specific. So yeah, if you use AI tools, that is cool. I would be a hypocrite if I said not to, because I will be using things like the AI drummer and keyboards and smart instruments and guitar amp simulators. Like, not all of us have all the analog outboard gear. So yeah, I'm going to be using some tools, but again, I'm going to be using them as tools. And look, if you want to do something like ask for ideas, maybe you've got absolutely nothing, complete blank, and you go to a Gemini or a ChatGPT and say, give me 10 ideas for a cool rock song. And then it gives you 10 concepts, and then you pick one and you run with it. Yeah, more power to you. Excuse me, sneeze. I knew that was coming. I tried to abate it, but couldn't do it. I need a sneeze button up here where it just like instantly goes to a blank screen while I sneeze, so you don't have to watch it. Yeah. G'day to River Bend Sim. Songtember might get me to finish a piece. Yeah, and that's what it's all about. We've had folks that, again, haven't made anything for a year, and Songtember makes them do it in the nicest possible way. I call it I call it positive time pressure, because it's not about creating negative pressure. It's not about saying you got to finish this or it's the end of the world. That's why I say if you've got a piece half done or you got an idea or a concept, it's still good. Like, we've had people finish songs in October and November and then submit them to Your Music Live and say, hey, I tried Songtember, didn't quite work out, but here it is. And it's a fabulous song. So yeah, you don't have to stress yourself out. Yeah, don't use. We want humans. This is all about humans. AI is for Mr. Robot. Yes, indeed. You gotta feel the flow. This is a great question, and I'll explain what this was about. In fact, wonder if we can find the original one where I pulled together them all for Work in Progress. What year was Work in Progress? That would have been. I'm here on my playlist now. We're going to search Songtember, and I'll see 2024. 2023 was not it. It was 22, wasn't it? Or was it 21? I have too many things. I have too many Songtember things. I can't find it. I'll just tell you about it. So for the song "Work in Progress," we had a big gang vocal, and it was very cool. I did love doing it. So maybe I need to find a way to get some community involvement. But what it was is I put it out there to the community and said, I want you all to sing this final chorus of the song "Work in Progress." In fact, you know what? The best demonstration of this is Thomas Christ's remix, because Thomas did a remix of Work in Progress, probably a good year after the original song came out, and he really highlighted the choir sound at the end. So let's find that and give it a quick listen here. I think I was too late. I think there's a break back here. I might be because we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. So you can hear in the background there, we had Thomas, we had Mark, we had Jade Starr, we had Jenny, I think was in Jenny Jolivet. Were you part of that? But yeah, it was very cool because I basically sent the project out there. Anyone who wanted to be part of it downloaded the file, sung along to it, sent it back to me, and we pulled it all together. So maybe we could do something like that. It was wonderful. Yeah, that awful AI hiss, kind of like, it's just that. It's like everything sounds like a 96 kilobit MP3 file, which is kind of terrible. Yeah, exactly. It is. It's like when you downloaded those old Napster MP3s that were just terribly encoded. It's really bad. Reassemble the create, record, release choir. There you go. There's the original. Ah, cool. Very good stuff. See, Mark and Thomas are better at finding my stuff than I am. Kinda, yeah, because except Queen did use the rest of the band, but sometimes it was like 5 Freddys doing a gang vocal. But yeah, the cool thing about a gang vocal is the slight different tones and timbres of people's voices can actually sound really cool. Yeah, it was around 40 tracks of choir members. And I think, didn't I forget you, Mark? So everyone else was combined into one stereo track, and then there was a Mark track where I just pulled you in at the end, which was kind of a fun thing. So yeah, it was a good old time to collaborate and to do different things. And yeah, a few of these songs. So my song "Hold On's" been remixed by a bunch of folks right back in 2019. The very first song that we did, that Work in Progress song was remixed, and of course last year's song "Learn" was remixed by our friend Mars Capone, which was super duper cool. If anyone has any final questions, final comments, or anything else that you would like to do or to say or to ask, speak now, or don't forever hold your peace, because you can jump down into the comments after the show and ask your question down there. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and leave your comment. Let us know if you're in. Even if you're here live, come back after the show and put your comment there and say, yep, I'm in, if you don't mind, because I love to see who's going to be in. And I think this might just be the biggest Songtember yet, because we've got lots of people in the community creating lots and lots of music, which is very, very, very cool. Let's just go back and look at Songtember 2024. So how many songs did we actually have? And this isn't every single song, but here is the Your Music Live for the UK and Europe. And yeah, look, you can see all of those. We had 2 big chunks of folks there. So we had about 20 songs in the first show. And then we came back and did it all again, and we had, I reckon about 40. I think it was a three-parter from memory that we did. Yeah, it went for 3 hours and 36 minutes. And look at all the songs and artists that we had. Yeah, we did. We had a three chunks, and look at some of those names that we had there. You got Alex Backus, Ron and Jenny at Wolfstone Studio, Valerie Butt, Dragon Lady Music Experience, Hypnotic Transmission, Midnight Bandit, Michael Zealand Band, Gary Schaefer, Trevor Bear, Mark Bro, Girlfriend in Your Luggage, Alex Steve Francis. Yeah, so a heap of folks that all contributed last year. And again, once again, it's cool because at the moment, at the start, the 1st of September, none of that existed. Yeah, it was. It was in the 70s, wasn't it? It was about 72. I should keep better records. I should have a spreadsheet of all of these things. Can't AI do it for me? So yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll crack the 100. Maybe it'll be a 24-hour stream where John's just stays up and we go between time zones over time. That could be kind of fun, actually. I might have to start really early in the morning and capture the end of the UK and then just follow the sun around for everyone else. We'll see how he goes. Hello, Gary Hubbs. I only seem to complete Songtember songs in even-numbered years. Oh no, that means we're not going to have a Gary Hubbs for this year. That's a wee bit sad. That is going to do it. We are going to go out, of course, by playing the song from last year. This has Mars Capone on bass. It has Jade Star on the drums, and I've got to find it. Lyric ready. That's the problem. I have so many mentions of it that it's hard. Yes, bigger coffee mugs needed. Don't forget studiolivetoday.com/merch. Get yourself the 15-ouncer. And just so you know, a can of beer fits in there nicely too. Just saying. I'm not going to drink a beer at 10 o'clock in the morning, but just saying. But yes, bigger coffee mugs for your caffeine or whatever. Fat Panda Cat, hello to you. We're just finishing up here. Yes, this is the preview. I'm getting folks ready because it's 24 days away, which is going to come very quickly. It's going to fly by, and we're going to be there before we know it. So thank you, everyone, for hanging out here today. And again, if you're on the replay, thank you for being here as well. Yeah, so last year we put together this song. It was called I Got a Lot to Learn, and the lyrics, I remember we wrote them as a bit of a collaborative effort here. And I remember that this lyric video, my daughter was going on a trip for a choir to Queensland, and I remember I edited this video in the car park of the airport. So my wife was in there with her, and I was sitting in the airport car park, and I can vividly remember putting together this lyric video piece by piece, because lyric videos take a while. There's also the Mars Capone remix of Learn, which I highly recommend you check out as well. They're all released through DistroKid. And a final thing, this particular video is not sponsored by DistroKid, but DistroKid are a long-time ongoing supporter of Your Music Live and of Songtember, because they help people get their music out there. So if you want to get your music out to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal, Deezer, YouTube Music, Snapchat, Facebook, all the places, yes, you can go to DistroKid. studiolivetoday.com/DistroKid. Save 7% off your first year. Yes, Jade does always do some epic stuff at Songtember as well. So we are going to go out with this one. This is my song from Songtember last year called Learn. Thanks for being here, folks. Please be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, keep creating, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.